Okay.
Hi, Shirley Rohde again. Today we're going to talk about research, revision, and a little bit about copyright. A word about research. Research is much easier to do than it was when I started writing. In those days you had to trudge to the library, bring home a load of books, and spend hours at the library for books that you couldn't take out. So it meant a lot of looking things up. Try not to limit yourself, though, to the computer, though it has much knowledge today. There's a wealth of information to be had there. But you might want to read through old newspapers or visit museums, visit a carriage museum if you want to see a horse-drawn carriage. You might want to feel the areas which you can't find in a book. You might want to visit the place, travel to another city if that's possible. Anyway, you have to avoid plagiarism. Don't copy anything verbatim or word for word. Put your notes in your own words, because you can be sued if you don't. We're talking now about revision. When you think you've finished writing a novel, then let it sit on the shelf or in the computer for a while and think about something else. Let it germinate. When you finally get back to it, try to view it with fresh eyes so that you will be keeping your emotions at a distance, and the characters you've grown to love or hate will come to life. But be objective as you read it. Make notes on the points that you want to clear up or research for a better picture. Analyze your own reactions to the scenes or the characters, to sentences that don't ring true. Polish, polish, polish. Keep looking for words and phrases that are unnecessary or that could use a better word, and take out all the unnecessary words. Remember, the reader doesn't want to hear flourishing descriptions when a few words will keep the pages turning. Tie up any loose ends you can and recognize a good stopping place. Sure, everyone wants to see what happens later, but don't go too far. In the process of completing a novel, you'll probably learn much about yourself. You will have a sense of accomplishment. You will also have conquered that blank page or computer screen. You have unleashed the sleeping creative genie. It's a great feeling. A word about copyright. If you haven't copyrighted your short story or poem or music or book or anything that you send out to be reproduced, place a small C within a circle on your work that will ensure you of having copyright protection before you actually get through the process. And when you have a serious work you definitely want to copyright, you go to the Library of Congress on the computer and get an application for a fall fee. It's very easy. The assignment for this time is make your own assignment. If you're really serious about writing, you do yourself a favor and start. Even if you write 100 words a day, in 10 days you'll have 1,000 words. In a few weeks you'll have a chapter, and in 2 years or so you'll have a book. Know if you have several pages. Books take time. That is how I did it, one day at a time. In my next video I will tell you about the 7 books that I wrote one day at a time while raising 3 kids, working part-time, and while doing all the things that it takes a wife and mother to do. Believe me, they all came first, but right on.